If you're thinking of moving to Ontario, California, I'm going to share with you the most beneficial reasons to the most overlooked reasons why you should consider making your move here. I think one of the most important reasons someone's going to move out here has to be for education. The city of Ontario gives every high school graduate, as long as they graduated within like 2 years or something like that and lived in Ontario for 2 years, they give them 2 years of free college. You go to Mount Sac, you could go to Chaffey, community colleges, which are tracks to go to the University of California and the state university colleges. I went to Mount Sac. I didn't graduate from one of the high schools here, so I didn't get to benefit from that. We all know that college is getting more expensive, so if the city is going to pay for that for you, man, that's got to be one of the greatest benefits that a city can offer. Now, of course, there's some rules and regulations and things like that. They don't want anyone to abuse the system. So check out the website, check it out here. You'll see what the stipulations are. And of course, if you're just starting high school or you know someone who's just starting high school and they want to take advantage of this, ask them to go ahead and talk to their guidance counselor or whomever that's in charge of this, or talk to the city and start that process. I mean, how do you beat free college? I don't know. And if free college is what's going to do it for you, and you want to find out how to get a best deal on the best home that fits what you're looking for, I'm a real estate broker here in California. I can help you find the best home that fits what you're looking for. Go ahead and send me a text, an email. If you're brave enough, go pick up the phone, give me a call. I like helping you guys out. So let's say you're not ready for college yet. What about high schools? So Chaffey Unified School District encompasses all these high schools that each student has the ability to go ahead and attend. The city high school system actually is part of a couple of cities. You have Rancho, which is home to two of the best high schools in this region. So if you live in Ontario and you want to go to one of those high schools, there is a way for you to transfer from your local high school, which, let's say Chaffey High School, which isn't that good. It's like rated 5 out of 10 when it comes to high schools, according to Great Schools website. And you can do an intra-district transfer to Los Osos. Now, again, there's some hoops you got to jump through. It's probably not open to everyone. You know, maybe you have to qualify in certain ways. But for the most part, it is possible. They do have that relationship. So if you live in Ontario and you want to go to a better high school that's not in Ontario, you have that opportunity. The good part is that you get that benefit by living here and not having to move. And if you like the info, go ahead and like and subscribe. I go over a bunch of different cities here in the area. So go ahead and hit that subscribe and like button if you like what I have to say. Another benefit, it's got to be the location. So where are we located? Here is California. Here is Ontario. We're in San Bernardino County. We are about 1 hour away from Huntington Beach. So you can drive to the beach. That's where I go. I have 2 little dogs. It's a nice little dog beach there. And they hate it, but I like going there because they get to at least be outside. But they're old. These dogs are old, so they don't like doing anything fun. You're also 1 hour from the mountains. Now check this out. See, I'm in the Anthony Munoz Park. So I don't know if you could tell, but right behind me are the mountains. So you're an hour away from going skiing to places like Mountain High or Mount Baldy Resort. There's an avenue that runs up and down Ontario, which is called Mountain Avenue. It's called that because you could take that all the way up to the mountain. Now, I personally don't like going up there because the roads are all like windy and it's kind of tough to drive. I have a 2-door car, like a sports car, so it's not built for that. But if that's something you like, you get to drive 1 hour and you're there. You want to go to wine country like Temecula, 1 hour and you're there. Now check this out, because where we're located, you're actually only 1 hour away from Las Vegas. Now you're gonna say, Oscar, you're crazy. I'm looking at the map, there's no way you're an hour away from Las Vegas. Well, let me explain how. Ontario Airport is located, obviously, here, and it's only a 1 hour flight from Ontario to Vegas. Now, I understand it's like a whole thing when you go to the airport. You gotta go through like security and they want you there an hour before, but it's still only an hour flight. So I'm gonna take that as a win. And then if you want to go to San Francisco, same deal, hour and a half. So where you're located is pretty central, in my opinion. So you get some sun, you get mountains, you go gamble in Vegas, you can go San Francisco and do whatever you do in San Francisco. So that's, I think, is a big plus. Also, coming up, they're building a bullet train. Now they've been talking about building bullet trains since I moved out here like 12 years ago, and there's nothing been built. Actually, they've built some railroads that go nowhere. So everyone's really skeptical like they're ever going to build anything. But if they actually do it, you can take the train, if you don't want to drive anywhere, from Rancho Cucamonga, which is like 10-15 minutes away, all the way up to Las Vegas. That's like a 2.5-hour train ride. I don't know if it's worth it, because flights from Ontario to Vegas, I think, are like $80 or sometimes $50. So why even, what's this train going to cost? Probably the same price and take longer. So I don't get it. But anyway, they're going to build that. I think that's a benefit. Okay, so here's another thing. The city of Ontario does a really great job of providing free services or really inexpensive services to its residents, and I guess the local residents as well. So what do I mean by that? They have like parades, they have something called trunk or treat. This is the first I've ever experienced it. We didn't have this in the Bronx where I grew up. Trunk or treat, it's like trick or treating. It's not on Halloween. They do it like in a big parking lot in one of the big parks. You can decorate your trunk, a bunch of kids walk around, you take pictures with Halloween decorations, get a bunch of free candy. That's a free event. Park your car, walk over, or we had to take a shuttle, so it gets really popular, so you can't park there. So you park someplace else, the bus takes you on over, it takes like 5 minutes, it's really simple and easy. They give you a bag, they give you goodies, you walk around, they give you candy to your kid, there's games that they can play, it's all free, you know. Behind me here is one of their newest community centers where there's a new pool, and here's the playground right behind me. So this pool was built like a couple of years ago. I come here in the summertime, it's free. Take a dip. It gets really hot here in the Inland Empire, so taking a dip is really important. They also have swim classes. In the winter time, they had like a polar plunge where they heated the pool, and you got to jump in December. So it's kind of cold outside, but it was a heated pool inside. Now my wife and my son, they went ahead and did that. They said it could have been warmer because, you know, my son was shivering. He loved it, but it was really cold for him. So those type of free events. They have a snow day where they bring in a bunch of snow. They create these little mountains so you can slide down. That was like $5, but they have all these other events. Again, it's free or cheap, and I'm sure if you know, if the $5 is too much, it can be. I'm sure there's ways you can get it sponsored, like they'll give you a free pass. You probably just gotta fill out a form or something where you don't have to pay the $5 and go ahead and you know, go have fun or something. They really do it up. A colleague of mine told me that it's because the city has a lot of money from collecting all these sales taxes from their malls and other businesses, and well, at least they're spending it on the people and not, you know, spending it on nonsense. You know what I mean? So I try to take advantage of all these things. Now, if you want more info on what's going on here, the city puts out a magazine. It's called Ontario Living. It's a free magazine. You could download it from their website. They mail it to the residences, and it gives you all the events of what's happening and like the different clubs and stuff like that. They have like a teenage club for teenagers where they take them to Knott's Berry Farms and other field trips and things like that. The library itself is fairly new. It's about 10 years old. Bunch of other activities on its own. So yeah, the city has a bunch of free and cheap activities that you can use. A free gym. I mean, I could just keep going on and on. So that's something, a bunch of free activities that the residents can use. I really like that. I take advantage of that. Another big thing is that the city of Ontario is one of the most affordable cities to live in. Home prices here are the cheapest in this whole region. Cheaper than Rancho, cheaper than Upland, cheaper than Eastvale. But there are all those other cities which have their benefits, you know, their own splash pads, their own community things and stuff like that, their own parades, whatever. You can enjoy all those other benefits, what they have to offer, and not have to pay so much to live there. Like the average price, let me show you this little graph right here. This one is Ontario, this is the average price, and these are the other cities. As you can see, average is lower. So that's a benefit right there. You get to be in this region and not to have to pay as much for a home. Now, if you're interested in how much you can afford and what you can afford and what's available, like I said, I'm a real estate broker here out in the Inland Empire. Go ahead and give me a call. I'll be able to help you out, guide you in the right direction. So you got the free college, city events, you have affordable housing, you have the location and where we're just located, has all these great benefits. I think those are all positive reasons why you should consider moving out here to Ontario, California. If you're more interested about the free college that City of Ontario provides and you don't live in Ontario, well, Chaffey Community College, they also give 2 years free college to, they have a program as well, so they give that to like the students and stuff like that. Again, other stipulations, contact them. Here's their website, check, contact them, see what's going on with that. But if you go to any one of those schools, let's say Mount Sac or Chaffey, and you do really well, then those credits transfer over to a 4-year seamlessly. You're already like automatically accepted to whatever, UC something or Cal State something. And you can finish your 4-year degree there, but you didn't have to pay 4 years, you only have to pay 2. So that helps, it's like getting half-price college. And if you're interested in any of the new homes that are being built, because they're still building in these communities, if you're interested in the new homes, I did a video on how to get a good deal on new homes. Go ahead and check that one out. I'll talk to you guys soon.